If you're a home remodeler struggling with structure, overwhelmed with paperwork, and tired of using 5 different softwares to run your business, this video is for you. In today's video, I'm going to break down how to run a more organized and more profitable home remodeling business with the help of JobTread. So let's dive in. So number one problem that most home remodelers have when trying to scale up is chaos. Plain and simple, as you take on more jobs, more subs, and more selections, things are just going to spiral unless you create structure. And that's where a software like JobTread comes in. It gives you one place to manage budgets, schedules, selections, bids, and more, keeping your entire business aligned. So let's start with budgets for a minute, because we all know that the budget is the thing that's going to drive your revenue at the end of the day. If you do not quote right and get your budget in the right spot, your projects are most likely always going to be losing money. So the great thing with JobTread is that there's templates for all sorts of jobs. You can create cost groups for each phase, such as demo, framing, electrical, and even do templates, whether they be the templates from JobTread or create your own templates if you're doing similar jobs time and time again, which saves you on not only on the job, but saves you on the office hours as well, because now you have a budget that's templatized for each of those jobs and you can modify it as needed. So once you create your templates, then you just pull in cost items, pull together vendors, set your profit margins, and even compare multiple bids before choosing which vendor you work with. And the results from this is that there's no longer guesswork. There's no longer a bunch of spreadsheets that you have to look at, because each vendor inputs their price into the JobTread software. It's accurate, it's fast estimating, and it links straight to your proposals. Next thing that you need to consider is how you're communicating with your subs. Probably like me, a lot of times you end up just texting people because, let's face it, it's an easy thing to do. But JobTread also creates it to be really easy for you to use the app on your phone to message within the JobTread app about the work. And so now you're no longer trying to chase down one of your subs with whoever's number they have and whoever on the team may have messaged them and figure out what that was, so then you can go back later and put it into the software. You can put it in your software immediately and only communicate through there. But here's the thing with the structure that you're trying to create. You have to make everybody communicate within the app. If they don't communicate in the app, it doesn't exist. So that is a standard you have to create. But once you create that and get your vendors as well as your team on board to start using the JobTread app to communicate on each of the projects, things will get so much better and you'll start to feel less chaotic with each of those projects. Now for selections and upgrades. This is always a fun part of the project, not really, where the client, then all of a sudden they want all the bells and whistles, they want everything, but you just kind of wing it and say, okay, I think we can do it for this price, and this is another place that you're losing out on project. You're losing money because you don't really know what the price is of that upgrade, of that new thing that they want. And the nice thing within JobTread is that you can set up templatized selections and upgrades, so that way the price and the schedule for that project will change based on those selections that your clients have made. And the nice thing with JobTread is that it allows your client to be able to select between different options, like kitchen appliances and countertops. They're able to select back and forth and see prices side by side. Not try to toggle back and forth and remember how much each one was, but they can actually see that price side by side. So if you want to upsell granite over laminate, easy. Want to hide costs and just show choices? Also easy. All of it gets tracked and pulled into the final proposal. And now project schedules. We all love to stay on schedule, and every single project we know goes exactly as planned. Not really. But the great thing with JobTread is that you're able to change the view, whether you want Gantt view, list view, or day-to-day tasks. JobTread has it all. You can drag tasks around, use dependencies, and even move the whole schedule forward or backwards, all with one click of a button. Better yet, you can set a baseline schedule at the start of a job, then track how you're doing compared to that plan, which is kind of like a GPS for project timelines, but it allows you to know how to budget better for the next projects. Again, creating this structure so as you grow your business and get more jobs, more projects, you're not stuck trying to figure out, okay, how long is this going to take? Where are these at? You can overlay those schedules and know when somebody needs to be where, and if you need to add more time or if you can take time away to better schedule out and manage your projects. And so if you haven't figured it out by now, JobTread can help you be more profitable on your projects. It'll track your estimated cost, your actual spend, and your committed cost from purchase orders. And you'll easily be able to see how much room you have before eating into profit. And it even updates your projected profit as you go. No more guessing if a job's actually making you money or not. You can make decisions based on data, not based on gut feeling. So if you're thinking about getting started with JobTread, whether you're already in it or just getting started, keep it simple. Just use the templates within JobTread and modify them as needed for your specific jobs. And as you get more comfortable and used to that software, you can start to build things up from there. But start with those templates. So if you want to grow your remodeling business, you have to create structure, and JobTread is there to be able to help you with that. And us at Refined VA are also there if you need help with actually implementing any of this stuff, because I get it. It's like looking at a blank canvas. You have so many things that you can do, but you don't know where to start. And we've been there with many home remodelers like you who want to grow, who want to scale, but don't have the time to learn and don't even know where to start. So leave the comment structure below and we'll reach out to you to get a time set up to talk with you about what it looks like to get you inside JobTread so you can structure your business better to scale.